Good morning all. Welcome to the other section of the lesson Reoptics and Optical Instruments. So in this lesson we will discuss what are the basic principles of reflection and what are the conditions for getting reflection. So in the last class we discussed what is meant by light and what are the properties of light. Here in this lesson we have to discuss what are the types of materials that are classified based on this passage of light. So depending upon the passage of light, the materials are basically classified into three: transparent, translucent and opaque. So if a material passes the 100% of light through it, then we can say that material as transparent material. If a partial amount of light passes through a material, then we can say that material as translucent material. If a material that will never allows any light is called opaque material. So in general cases, for getting a reflection property, we have to go for this opaque materials. When light falls on an opaque media, automatically it gets reflected from that medium. So this is the first condition for that reflection. So simply just consider, we have glass and we have mirror. The glass and mirror both are made up of same material. But here the point is, in case of a glass, both sides we are having transparent media only. It is a transparent surface. The very first side and the next side both are having only transparent surfaces only. In case of a mirror, one side we are having transparent and second side we have a reflecting surface known as opaque coating will be there. That is the reason why we are getting a proper reflection by a mirror but not by a glass surface. Okay. As we discussed, light will pass through in a straight line way. That is, it is having rectilinear propagation. So rectilinear. So we have two different types of passage of otherwise movement or motions in case of our kinematics: rectilinear and curvilinear. So rectilinear in the sense, if an object or if a material which is passing through a straight line, we can simply call it as rectilinear. So in case of light also, light always chooses the shortest path. Among all the paths, the straight line path is the shortest path. That's why light will pass through a straight line way. For example, you are watching the flame of a candle through a straight pipe. By the time, because of this rectilinear property, you can easily find and you can easily watch the flame of that candle. And the second category, if you are watching the same flame with a U-shaped pipe, one end is towards the flame and second end is towards your eye. But here in between we are having U-shaped. In this case, you can't see the flame. The reason behind that one is light ray will move straight. That means it will pass through a straight line path only. In case of U-shape, what is going to happen? First, light will enters into the straight path. Thereafter, we are having curved surface here. Through this curve, it is not at all possible. Okay, you may get a doubt. Okay, sir, what you are saying is we can't see the light, the passing of light through a curved surface. Then what about a periscope? In case of periscope also we are having a almost jet shapes, but we are in a position to see the object which is the next side of that tubular structure. But here the point is, it is in jet shape. And exactly at the 90 degrees angle, we are placing two mirrors like this with 45 degrees angle. That means this is the first pipe, we are placing one mirror like this, and again we are placing one more mirror like this. That means they are parallel with each other. Two parallel mirrors are placed at exactly at the right hand side of that periscope. That's why the light rays which are passing on to that first mirror, they gets reflected onto the second mirror, and finally we will get our eye point. Okay, so this is the basic principle. So for getting reflection, what we need a opaque surface. In case of glass also, if you apply opaque coating, automatically it will behave like a opaque surface. This is the first condition. And as we discussed earlier, regular reflections and irregular reflections. Regular reflections in the sense, if the surface is smooth and soft, if there is no abnormality on the surface of that opaque surface or opaque media, by that time we will get regular reflections. If the surface is somewhat disturbed and we are having a lot of damages on it, automatically we will get irregular reflections. Okay, this is second point. And what are the laws of reflection? Very important. So first of all, what is reflection? Reflection means the bouncing back of light into the same media. We can call it as reflection. When a light ray falls on a surface, if it bounces back into the same surface, otherwise into the same media, then that particular phenomenon is called reflection of light. Then what are the principles of reflection or laws of reflection? The first law of reflection is angle of incidence must be equal to angle of reflection. And the second law of reflection is incident ray, reflected ray and normal all will be in the same plane. These are the two basic laws of reflection. Here each and every angle, that may be an incident angle, that may be a reflected angle, whatever may be, we need to measure those angles with respect to a normal. Normal is a 90 degrees line which is drawn onto any surface. Okay, this is one part of reflection. So these are the basic principles we need to discuss for getting better idea regarding to this particular chapter. Okay, and the next part I will post in the next video. Thank you.